rappers. So this is funny. This is one that I used to listen to when I was younger. And it's crazy how now I see how big and obsessed people are with him. And I think it's just now because like TikTok, you get to see a lot more people, a lot of people's interests more on TikTok. But it's MF Doom. MF Doom was a rapper I remember listening to when I was around 16, 17. And it's funny because most rappers I found when I was around 16, 17. And when MF Doom, I actually thought he was a part of Wu-Tang Clan for some reason. I don't know why I assumed he was a part of Wu-Tang Clan. I think it's just because of how similar it feels like his style is to them. But I never really actually seen him hang out with them. And I still, in my head, I still kind of low-key believe he's part of Wu-Tang a little bit. He just felt like he was a part of Wu-Tang, bro. Like, it felt like he would just fit in perfectly with Wu-Tang. But I remember listening to All Caps. There's a lot of other ones, but that's one that I listen to like religiously. And I remember listening to his albums a lot when I would just be walking around, in high school. And then I remember listening to him a lot in college too, like my freshman year of college. And not even really knowing, like I said, I used to just listen to the album, so I didn't even really know the names of a lot of the songs. I would just sit there and just listen to it. And it flowed really nice. He has very good beat selection. Dude is really interesting because he never shows his face. I think I've seen one picture of his actual face, but just him wearing the mask and kind of walking around is always interesting. And then the fact that he was very articulate when he would actually do interviews. He's very smart, highly intelligent dude. Rest in peace. It was pretty crazy when I found out he died. And it's pretty interesting that when it comes to Tyler, the Creator was highly inspired by him. And I believe Tyler, the Creator was also inspired by Eminem. Every rapper, every edgy rapper is inspired by Eminem, and they kind of branch off, Hopsin, Tyler, the Creator, even Logic. I remember saying I believe he said that he was inspired by Eminem as well. Who else? There's been a lot of rappers that have tried to kind of copy Eminem style, or try to copy Tech Nine style. There's a lot of those fast rappers that try to copy Tech Nine. But MF Doom, I remember seeing that cover where it's just like, the cartoon drawing of him with the mic and thinking that was a really cool cover. He always just reminded me of Ghostface a little bit, just with the swag, because Ghostface calls himself Tony Stark, like Iron Man or whatever. So I thought it was pretty interesting that he he used to call himself MF Doom. I always like how he always had this interesting aura, this mysterious presence, because we didn't really know a lot about him, and the mask keeps him more mysterious, and it's what makes you like him so much, because he's mysterious, but he drops good music, and then when we do see him, he's highly intelligent, and you have a deep conversation. He has a deep conversation with whoever is interviewing him. I watched like 2 or 3 of his interviews. His flow is very unique. But I will say, if you you might not like his flow. It depends on how you interpret his flow when you're listening to it. Because there are a lot of rappers, he's like an acquired taste in my opinion. There's a lot of rappers where they have a certain flow that doesn't flow naturally, and that can irritate some people's ears. But I like how unique his flow is. He has a very nice, unique style. It's basically, it's like, I feel like he just writes down whatever he wants and then just raps it off of the paper, and he doesn't really try to proofread it to make it flow super good, if that makes sense. It's like he just raps what he wants to rap. He just gets the paper, raps it, boom, puts a nice beat to it, boom, and he likes to do it that way. When it comes to lyrics, I'll give him 9.5 out of 10. When it comes to beats, I'll give him 12 out of 10. Like, all his beats be super nostalgic and they make you think a lot. I always say what makes a good beat is if it sounds really sonically good, but then at the same time, it's like the beat makes you think. If a beat makes somebody think, then most people are going to like it. So it's like if the beat has if the beat sounds a certain way and it makes you feel nostalgia, or it makes you feel like you're floating in space, or it makes you, tired, that's something. You want the beat to you want the beat to be extremely unique and different than everybody else's, and you want it to be timeless. You want it to be re-listenable. Like a person would want to sit there and listen to the beat constantly and replay it. You know, of course, if you're trying to go mainstream, you really want your beat to be very catchy. You know, you want your lyrics to be catchy, and you want your beat to kind of match your lyrics. You know, to get that catchiness. And of course, you really want to go for trying to impress the kids, because the kids are the ones who are really going to sit there and listen to your music. But anyway, I would say his beat selection is 12 out of 10. I really love his beats. Lyrics, I give 9.5. Flow, I would give around a 6 or a 7. His flow does kind of low-key annoy me sometimes, but I still like it. And he inspired a lot of people. Really good rapper. Really good rapper to turn on in the background if you're like writing a story or painting or drawing. He's like the perfect person to have in the background. I would say Currency is another one that's really good to have in the background while you're drawing or writing or painting or sculpting. Really good dude to listen to if you want to have a unique style, I would say. But overall, as a rapper as a whole, I would also give him around a 9.5. I think he knows what he was doing, and I think he enjoyed his own style. You know, he was very free with his style. He didn't try to appease to the social norm. He liked to do his own way of rap. You know, he wasn't trying to copy some other rapper. You know, like a lot of rappers try to copy other rappers to get a lot of inspiration from other rappers. I don't think he got inspiration from nobody but himself. That's how I feel about him. But rest in peace to him. He was a GOAT. He'll live on forever through his lyrics and through his melodies and his songs. Hope you guys have a good one. Peace.